Hello, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Kenny Wright, and this is the Management 4300 PowerPoint presentation for the acquisition of Facebook of the company WhatsApp. My professional group today is the Brandy Chevalier State Farm Insurance Company, so I want to thank you all for being here very much. And without further ado, we'll get started. So, the content of this entire presentation will be, number one, we're going to describe the acquisition, the identification of the acquisition. Then we're going to go into a bit more details about the acquisition. We're going to explain the external environment, the different conditions that we have as far as the competition that Facebook may compete with, and position themselves globally because of this acquisition. We also will talk a bit about the the transitional payment, the details about it, how much they paid, the premium, and so forth. Then we're going to look at the future of the acquisition of Facebook and see how they're doing. Were they successful or were they not successful? So we'll do a quick financial analysis at the end, and we'll take a look and see how they're doing financially currently. So, the acquisition of WhatsApp, which was purchased by Facebook on February 19th, 2014. Just to give you a little bit of background, WhatsApp is a instant messaging and social media company. And of course, we all know Facebook is a very successful giant social media company. Just a brief history about the mission statement of WhatsApp. They have really positioned themselves very well globally as far as being an encrypted messaging company. So it made it very appealing to Facebook. Okay? Some of the details about the acquisition, some of the acquisition details are they wanted to execute the company strategy that would improve their financial performance and strengthen their position within the social media market. They wanted to expand into a global market, which WhatsApp had a very strong presence in different communities in Asia and Europe. So it was very important for them to get out into that part. The corporate strategy is consistent. It's a horizontal integration at an acquisition standpoint, since Facebook acquires, pretty much a competitive messaging company. Okay. Another important factor was that WhatsApp was a very competitive company. You can see right here that their growth rate is very high. From over a 4-year period, you can see that their growth rate is a bit more higher than Facebook's was. So that appealed to them very much. So they thought with a company that has that much growth of obtaining a lot of users, of messengers, that it was important to capture that and purchase it before anybody else did. So the rapid growth was the competition, which was very important. And then the other one was the positioning of WhatsApp was they're positioned all over Europe, Asia, and other different foreign countries internationally. So that was important to Facebook also to capture that as well. There was in India, Asia, and Latin America. What was the reasoning behind this? And again, they were trying to capitalize on the great user growth, the rates by WhatsApp. They were expanding into global markets, and to be honest with you, they was trying to prevent other companies from purchasing it too, because they would have a stronger hold on the social media industry. Okay. Now this is probably a little bit about the payment details. Facebook paid $22 billion for this company, and at the time they purchased it in 2014, it was really only valued at about $1 billion. That's what their accountants said had booked as their value, is about $1 billion. So you can see they paid a $21 billion premium for this company. Very expensive. Just to give you a comparison of what you could purchase for $22 million, you could purchase Macy's, Southwest Airlines, and Western Union. So, pretty big acquisition. Some of the investor comments that occurred was, in general, the investor comments associated with this acquisition were positive, according to the end of the year 2014 financial reporting for Facebook. The reasons for the acquisitions associated with expansion and growth was also reviewed, so we had quite a bit of comments about that, so there was some positive feedback regarding that. And however, it was also stated that risk is always involved with publicly traded companies, and that the stock market can and will vary according to different types of acquisitions. This is a quick snapshot of what Facebook stock was valued at before, during, and after. So 2/18/2014, it was valued at $67.03. At the date of the acquisition, it was valued at $68.06, and then immediately after, it went up to 69.63, which is about a $2 increase and about almost 3%. So they instantly earned 3% on their money right after the acquisition. So one of the biggest issues, of course, it's pretty obvious that Facebook faced with this acquisition was the extreme amount of money that they paid for this company that was only valued at $1 billion. So the last slide that we have is to determine whether this deal was successful or whether it was not successful. This is a quick graph that gives you a trending line as well of whether or not they did well. So we look at Facebook's total current assets as of 2014 all the way across to 2016. The trend line in which we could see that their assets did increase. However, their total current liabilities also increased, and their total liabilities increased some as well. Their net worth really increased, so they did very well increasing their stockholders' equity, which was important. Their net income is slided down some since 2016, but their net worth really increased. So that there was some concerns about that. Some analysis occurred because of that too. Their sales, their revenue dropped off almost by double, so that was a bit of a concern. But if you look at their liquidity, their leverage, and their profitability throughout the years, their current ratio, which was accounts for their liquidity, their ability to be able to sell all their assets and dump as much money as they can, that liquidity did increase by 11.69% from 9.4. Their debt to net worth has declined from 10.72 to 10.27, which is not a big reduction down, but it is significant. Their net profits as associated with net sales has increased. It tremendously increased in 2016, so they could really see that their investment of WhatsApp really started taking shape because of that. Okay. Their net profit as associated with net worth has declined some, but when you take into account their net profits to net sales, it really improved. Okay. Again, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you being my audience, and thank you very much. Thank you.